Are you getting this? You should be getting it. I'm working on my telepathy. What you should be getting right now is Ken Gerber here, and you're watching Law and Gerber. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Is this thing on? You know, there are a lot of good checks out there that are necessary from time to time. For instance, checking your oil. Checking the oven to see if your sweet, sweet great-grandma's apple pie recipe is done cooking. I mean, there's the obvious, like a big fat settlement check or a paycheck. I bet you have no idea where I'm going with this, do you? Actually, maybe a couple of you do. But I'm not going to keep the suspense going any longer. Today, we're talking about a type of check that none of us enjoy. It's brake checks. Now, I'm not talking about the kind of brake check that Uncle Bobby does for family members in exchange for a 6-pack of beer. I'm talking about those jerks that like to slam on the brakes when you're behind them because they think you're just too close. So today, my friends, we're going to discuss the quandary of whether or not brake checking is illegal in Arizona. I'm gonna have you check with Megan. And now to further delve into this topic, I seriously make myself laugh so hard sometimes.
All right, everyone, check it out. I'm sure by now we have all likely seen other individuals slam on their brakes to try and get another vehicle to stop tailgating them. This is commonly referred to as brake checking. But have you ever wondered, is brake checking illegal in Arizona? We are about to further discuss brake checking, its legality, and what happens if an accident occurs as a result of brake checking. You would think we would run out of weird things to talk about with regard to all of the ways an injury can take place, but honestly, the scenarios are never ending. So what do you think? Do you think brake checking is legal or illegal? I'll wait a few seconds. Okay, sorry, you may have already guessed it, but brake checking is indeed not only illegal, but extremely dangerous. No driver should follow another vehicle too closely for any reason. This can lead to disaster, particularly if the driver in front of them has to stop suddenly or perform an evasive maneuver. However, brake checking, the action of slamming on the brakes intentionally, is not legal. Brake checking is also incredibly dangerous. Usually, brake checking is done by one driver when they want to send a signal to a driver behind them, usually because the rear driver is following them too closely. However, there are times when brake checking is done intentionally to cause an accident, typically with the intention of defrauding insurance carriers. If brake checking is intentional, and this can be proven, then the perpetrator could face reckless driving charges filed by a law enforcement officer. Brake checking accidents can lead to serious injuries for those involved. The most common type of accident that occurs as a result of brake checking is a rear-end collision. These incidents can lead to whiplash, significant sprains or strains, broken or dislocated bones, traumatic brain injuries, concussions, and in many cases, can even be fatal. Additionally, brake checking can also cause other drivers to take evasive maneuvers to avoid striking the vehicle in front of them. This could lead to a driver entering other lanes of traffic and striking other vehicles or fixed objects. How can you prove brake checking really happened? If you or somebody you care about has been injured in an accident caused by the actions of a brake checking driver, you may be entitled to compensation. However, securing compensation for these incidents can be challenging. Usually, a driver who rear-ends another vehicle will be the one at fault for the incident. That said, if an individual injured in these accidents can prove that the crash was caused by a driver performing a brake check maneuver, they may be able to recover compensation for their injuries and property damage expenses. Proving these incidents can be challenging. there are various ways that drivers can prove that they were brake checked, which include dash cam footage if there is a dash cam in the vehicle, statements from eyewitnesses who saw the incident occur, surveillance from nearby video cameras on homes or businesses. Now, I'm going to send you back to Ken to wrap this puppy up. I really hope you learned at least one or two juicy morsels from this segment, and I will see you on the flip side.
If you have been involved in an accident and suspect that it occurred due to brake checking, you need to make sure that the law enforcement officials come to the scene. Additionally, you should speak to a skilled vehicle accident attorney in Arizona who can handle every aspect of these claims on your behalf. Listen, we are equipped and ready to conduct an independent investigation in order to prove that the other driver intentionally caused the brake checking incident, if that is indeed what happened. If you are unable to prove that the brake checking occurred, you could be on the line for paying compensation to the other driver and their passengers for their injuries and property damage. As we discussed in episode 15, depending on your coverage levels, this could absolutely decimate you. So don't take the risk. And just give us a call if you have any questions regarding anything that we discussed in today's episode.
Hello! So, all this brake check talk reminded me that we have about 5 or 6 people calling saying, where's their check? I told them I'd come check on you, writing their check. Check 1, 2, Ken, can you hear me?
I hear you, man. Got it. Check.
Okay. Well, all right, guys, it's time for us to check out. Be the one who
If you are unable to prove that the brake check...
Oh my gosh, I cannot crouch like this that long,
All right.
Ken. You gotta stop messing up.
All right. That the other driver, there it is, this could
Oh my God, Ken, I cannot sit back here that long. Quit. You're doing it on purpose.